Do you ever feel like you're constantly playing catch-up financially? Like no matter how hard you work, you're just not getting ahead? You're not alone. Financial stress is one of the most common issues people face today. But what if there were a few practical steps that could help you get on track? Start building momentum and take control of your money once and for all. Today, I'm sharing some powerful strategies that can help you catch up and even get ahead of your finances faster than you might think. 1. Reframe your mindset on money first. It's essential to recognize that feeling behind financially often has as much to do with mindset as it does with numbers. When we're constantly stressed about money, we're more likely to make impulsive decisions, get discouraged, and miss out on opportunities. To get ahead, start by reframing your mindset. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, start focusing on growth. Think about your finances like a plant. Growth might be slow at first, but with consistent care, it can flourish. A positive mindset can actually lead to smarter financial choices and less stress. 2. Conduct a financial reality check. Take a detailed look at your current finances. Most people tend to avoid this step because, frankly, it can be uncomfortable. But getting a clear picture is necessary for growth. Start by listing out your debts, your income, and your monthly expenses. It's almost like taking a snapshot of your financial life as it stands. Then, calculate your net worth. Simply put, this is your total assets minus any debts. While it may not be where you want it, knowing your net worth can be a great motivator for improvement and help you set realistic goals. Once you understand where you're starting from, you can start making an actionable plan to improve. 3. Automate and prioritize your savings. You've probably heard pay yourself first, but how often do you actually follow that advice? Setting up automated transfers to your savings can be a game changer. Even if it's just a small amount, make sure you're putting money aside as soon as you're paid. Try to aim for at least 10% of your income, but if that feels like too much, start smaller and build up gradually. Automation removes the temptation to spend, and over time, those small deposits will add up significantly. Prioritizing savings helps you get out of the just surviving mindset and build a financial safety net. 4. Cut back without feeling the sacrifice. If you feel behind financially, cutting back on spending might seem obvious, but the goal is to do it in a way that doesn't make you feel deprived. Look at your monthly expenses and identify 3 to 5 areas where you can make small adjustments. It could be a few less takeout meals each month, a subscription you don't use much, or reducing energy costs at home. Another helpful tip: allocate a fixed amount for guilt-free spending every month. Knowing you have a set amount for fun stuff means you won't feel deprived, which makes sticking to a budget easier in the long term. 5. Establish and track your financial goals. Having clear, realistic financial goals can be incredibly motivating. Define both short-term goals like saving for a vacation or an emergency fund, and long-term goals such as retirement. A useful strategy is to break down larger goals into smaller, achievable steps. For example, if your goal is to save $10,000 for an emergency fund, break it down to saving $200 a month. Then track your progress. Use an app or a simple spreadsheet to watch your savings grow and your debt decrease. Tracking makes it easier to stay on course and adjust if needed. 6. Get rid of high-interest debt first. Debt can be one of the biggest barriers to financial progress, especially if it's high-interest debt like credit cards. Focus on paying off high-interest debt before anything else, as it costs you the most in the long run. The debt snowball or debt avalanche methods are effective strategies here. The debt snowball method involves paying off your smallest debts first, building momentum as you go. The debt avalanche, on the other hand, focuses on paying off debts with the highest interest rate first. Both methods work well, so choose the one that best fits your style. Once you're free of high-interest debt, you'll find it much easier to make progress on your other financial goals. Feeling behind financially is incredibly common, but doesn't have to define your future. By taking these steps, you can start catching up, building momentum, and ultimately getting ahead. Remember, it's not about how much money you make, but what you do with it. Implement even a few of these strategies, and you'll be well on your way to a stronger financial future. So, are you ready to take control of your financial journey?